An awareness and belief in other dimensions opens up tremendous possibilities for help and revitalization. Many were healed in the Asclepian temples in Rome and Greece because they believed in the invisible healers. We all have our own temples, and this same healing process will take place if we call upon our invisible helpers for help. They are saying to me that healing is the process of balance in nature. There are many in their dimension who are eager to work with the earth level to help bring this balance. It is important not only to believe in the healing process, but also to ask for it. Ask and you shall receive. When they are called teams of workers come into the earth level to help in the revitalization and healing process. So remember, belief and desire are equally important. These together make up faith. There are situations in which healing can take place even when one is not consciously open to or aware of it. If another human acts as a mediator and establishes contact with the higher self of the person needing healing, healing can take place. Ram. Is there a particular place or environment that aids the healing process? Healing is a timeless phenomena and can occur at any time or place on the earth level. A group of believers asking for healing for others helps to create a very special environment for healing. The group can visualize a person in the healing light. This sets the environment for even instantaneous healings at a distance. Thus, there are helpers in both dimensions, working for the healing of persons in need. A very strong vibration is built up through the thought waves of a dedicated group, and this helps open the channels for healing. There is a special time on the earth level when emotional and mental healing is more effective, when the defenses of the person are down. This is when a person is in the sleep state. Here the best times for healing are shortly after the person has gone to sleep, and also when he or she has been through several dream stages, a few hours into the sleep. If a group will concentrate when the soul in need is in the sleep state, the healing energies can more easily penetrate the energy levels of the individual. Also, a group does not have to be together in the same place to work on healing. They can set a certain time to jointly send healing prayers and energies into the universe. This is just as effective as having the healing group gathered in one location. Ram. I would like to ask about aging. It seems that more and more healing is needed as we age. Why is it necessary to age? Aging is not necessary. It is an illusion of the mind that creates a breakdown in the physical form. It is completely possible for the mind to move the body outside of time and thus keep it purified from the physical aging process. This is possible when the mind is in absolute control of the physical body. There have been those on your planet who have been able to achieve this, which is the natural state. Aging is the unnatural state, when the control of the physical body comes from outside, from the thought patterns and billions of energy trivia that bombard the human system. The result is aging. In the time dimension, humans perceive themselves as changing and aging, and therefore the physical body follows suit. If the body is not perceived as aging, it indeed will remain intact and always energized. You become like that which you look upon. When you see aging take place around you, then you think that this is a natural process. It is merely the power of suggestion. Aging is an unreal concept of the world of time. Because the higher self is not in control from the deeper levels of the reservoir of the mind, a decaying process takes place on the physical plane. As one gets in complete control of the physical from the deeper levels, then nothing from outside can penetrate. As you are able to gain this control, you will experience a change in perception, and your reality structure will reverse itself. What you once thought was real becomes the unreal, and what you thought was unreal becomes the real. But do not feel an urgency to accomplish this. Take it in stride, because a feeling of urgency creates a wrong environment. and anxieties create a blockage. Mental and spiritual discipline is important. Ram, thank you for these thoughts. I think it is a little too late for some of us who are well on our way into the aging process. Can aging also be reversed? Everything is possible in the world of reality. Aging can be reversed because it is not real in the first place. Most humans live in the world of unreality. Ram, thank you for your encouragement. Do you have more to say about the healing process? Yes, we do have another point. We have discussed the 5 dimensions of the human self, and by now you realize that those dimensions are also an overall part of the consciousness of the earth dimension. All is interrelated and perceived truly only from the inner dimensions of the human self. The outer is the unreal universe. The real can only be perceived and understood from the inner dimensions of the self. By now, you undoubtedly have gathered that we try to introduce new concepts gently. We seek to present a concept on one level and then return to it on another level in more detail. Thus we bring the concepts through on various waves of energy. An energy pattern and flow has been built into these lessons that works up the energy patterns of individuals who are ready to be opened up into various dimensions of their higher selves. This flow is very much like the frequency following response discussed by you, Mr. Monroe. It sets up an energy pattern that keeps flowing and in turn opens up levels into all dimensions of the human self. The very flow within the energies of this material has a healing pattern integrated within it. It is a healing pattern in that it will help facilitate a breakthrough in the blockages of the self. When perceptions change, energies can be transformed. When the breakthrough takes place and the flow continues in a pattern of its own, then the higher self of the individual takes over and new levels of healing and teaching can transpire. Ram, thank you. It is most interesting to learn that you have a healing pattern built into the energies that you send through to us. Can you explain a little more about how this pattern works? When individuals experience this material and come upon concepts that feel right to them at a knowing level, a spiral of energy sets up a release button in their energy system that unlocks many levels of understanding that have been there but have not yet surfaced at a conscious level. The spiritual aha-so experience helps a shift take place that goes on into infinity. At this point, many amazing and wonderful things will happen to individuals who are released into their own higher knowing. They will also come into a much closer attunement to their own guidance system as this awakening takes place. Remember also that prayer and thanksgiving are basic keys to the process of healing in all human energy systems. We have said before that at the base of every human system is the principle of universal energy and knowledge. Every cell in the body is a pattern of the whole and is a universe in and of itself. All knowledge exists therein. Therefore, your bodies have a built-in healing capacity, the inner healer. But your cells must have full communication with each other in order to keep the human body functioning as it should, just as you must have full communication with each other in order to keep your planet functioning as it should. Because of the limitations in your individuals, thus on your planet, created by pollution and stress, your inner cells can have disease with full communication blocked. Each cell in the plant life of the earth is alive with healing energy. So ingesting the earth's pure healing plants, as well as using prayer to ask for help, can stimulate your living cells to communicate with each other. When they become harmonious in purpose, healing can be instantaneously. This is all the pure God energy that is the energy of love and the basis of all healing. Remember, the secret of life is life itself. Have reverence. Ram, there are many wars going on this planet at all times. Why do we continually have wars and killing of our fellow human beings?